What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this info. So we're going to talk about Diddy yet again because there's some new things that have surfaced as it pertains to his past and his ongoing case. And so we're going to touch on those things. The first thing that I want to talk about is the simple fact that there was a guy by the name of Diddy that is basically saying that he was chased and bullied and AS'd, okay, all right, asphalted, I'm paraphrasing there, by Diddy, or he was afraid for his life basically, and he was able to escape the situation with his life. Now, Diddy happens to be a writer from Atlanta, and this situation supposedly transpired in New York City in 1996. And Diddy is also saying that Diddy's bodyguards were involved. So I want you guys to check out this clip, and then I'll be back.
First, take me back and tell me, what was your relationship back then?
Andre says, hey, this is Puffy, my intern. We go across the street to where my car was parked. They pull up next to me, and basically he goes, what's up? And so really quickly I say, Puff, like, keep your drama to yourself. I don't want nothing to do with whatever you got going on, man. We know you're trouble, whatever. Nah, you're a They let me out of the parking space, Ash. His bodyguard pulls his sports car and runs me off the road. We get out of the vehicle. Lance gets out of the vehicle. There were 4 other cars. They were loaded with guys. The next thing I hear is pop, pop, and then Lance says, gun, gun, and it's all going down at the same time. I jump back in my truck. Lance jumps back in the truck. The traffic that was there, I was able to basically escape this guy and his goons.
The statute of limitations on a is usually about a year. How are you going to get past the fact that this is decades now?
Number 1, I got back in touch with Lance. He gave full testimony. Number 2, many people have been intimidated by this guy's power and influence and his money, and not for nothing, but he could wipe me out in no time, you know, with that much power. So I was afraid, to be honest with you.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, DeWitt Gilmore is seeking $5 million in restitution for emotional distress, physical harm, lost opportunities, and reputational damage. Now, what's not clear about all of this is why the hell DeWitt and Diddy was beefing in the first place. I looked and I can't find anything. What led to this, right? Now, I do know that Diddy owned a home in Atlanta in the late 90s and possibly into the early 2000s, so he was there in Atlanta frequently, but I don't know, did this guy write something negative about Diddy because he is a writer, or did someone stop getting on their knees? You gotta ask that question, right? Now listen, I don't know that to be the case. I'm just shucking and jiving here, and I definitely don't want to downplay the amount of trauma that he experienced, but I think he's SOL as it pertains to the statute of limitations for the alleged crimes that he's actually suing Diddy for, but we'll see how this thing shakes out. But anyway, let's move along. Now, I want to discuss a singer by the name of Tania Wallace who sat down with Harvey from TMZ, and she gave her account about attending one of Diddy's freak-off parties in 2018. I want you guys to check out this clip, and I'll be back.
And I was at one of, I believe to be one of P. Diddy's freak-offs. 2018, I went to this freak-off. I looked to the right of me, and in the corner, I'm looking like, are those midgets? Because people were it's people over them, like it's people trying to hide what they're doing. They're all huddled up. So I'm like, what is that? But no, they weren't. They were little people. And, you know, I don't want to say too much. They were little people. So use your common sense. Dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies, red lipstick, looking like real sexy, you know, revealing like cute. So I'm like, what the hell?
What were the little people doing?
Getting covered up, trying to cover up what they were doing. Just, I don't know, like being admired, being hid, something. But it's like, what are they doing here? Because this is a grown party.
Are you talking about adults who are little people, or are you talking about minors?
Am I gonna get in trouble? I don't want to say I witnessed any of that crazy stuff, but we all have common sense. Little people that's not supposed to be there.
You're talking about under people.
It's a shame.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, I don't know why would she be asking Harvey, would she get in trouble? Why are you doing the interview if you feel like you're going to be in trouble? Obviously, you're there. Did you get paid to do this interview? Not saying that her story is fictitious or anything, but I'm saying, but if you're there to give your account and tell your story on what allegedly transpired at that Diddy freak off, then you need to be mentioning what you actually saw. Don't hide behind the fact that they could have been little people and things of that nature. You're not making yourself clear. If they were KIDS, then say they were KIDS. Now, maybe she could have been thinking from the standpoint when she said, am I going to get in trouble? Is based off of the fact that she didn't come forth in 2018 when she allegedly saw this happen at a Diddy freak-off party. Now, I'm here to tell her, I don't think they're going to reprimand her whatsoever. Their main focus is to get Diddy. Now, speaking of them getting Diddy and cornering him like he's some stray dog, they're trying to make sure that they compile enough evidence against Diddy to put him away for a long time. Because there's this rumor that's circulating that Elon Musk may have bought a lot of tapes of these freak-off parties that show so many celebrities on there that are caught in some very compromising positions. I want you guys to check out these clips and I'll be back.
Yo, what the is happening in America? So apparently, Elon Musk has bought the Diddy tapes for a couple of milli. Right now, there's a rumor going around that Elon Musk might actually release the footage of the Diddy tapes and the names of the people that actually attended these Diddy parties. Yo, listen, people were scared that Donald Trump would become president. Now they got the money, the power, everything to make major moves. And I'm going to be honest to you, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of our current politicians were actually involved in this, especially people from the left. So hey, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned because this is about to be a show.
Okay, see, I don't understand this at all. I've seen this a couple times. Are you saying that because, I mean, they're evidence, right? So how would you be able to purchase evidence? Unless you mean like when Diddy was doing his deeds, whatever, and he allegedly was selling them before he got the raid on him, before this all came down. So I don't know if you mean that he bought them prior to being raided or after, because I've seen this a lot, and I don't know how you could buy evidence unless he bought it prior. Does anybody know that? How did Elon get them? Before or after the raid? See, now I'm going to have to research that. Because now I'm curious. It doesn't matter. We're going to win anyway, right, guys?
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, they're saying that Elon Musk allegedly paid millions of dollars to obtain all of the tapes that he's sitting on, and that he's going to release the tapes and the celebrities that were on those tapes. He's going to release all the names in 2025. Now, what's interesting about this dynamic is I thought that Elon and Diddy was cool because Elon sure didn't have a damn issue with Diddy putting up $10 million to help him buy Twitter in 2022. Or by X, it's called X now, in 2022. So Diddy wanted a seat at the table. Elon allowed Diddy to have a seat at the table by taking his investment. Now, of course, Diddy sued Diageo and won. He won $100 million. And I do believe that Diageo has a hand in the pursuit of trying to end Diddy. But I keep telling you guys that this situation that's going on with Diddy is more political than you think. You don't think that Elon vetted the process and did his due diligence on Diddy before he let Diddy have a seat at the table and invest into X? He did. He knows everything about Diddy. I'm pretty sure. Because one, Diddy is a brother, and they're gonna make sure they do their homework on us to make sure that we're cool enough to sit at the table with them in the first place. I'm telling you now, y'all, they are trying to protect a lot of people that are in positions of power, that run America. I'm telling you this right now. They are. Because there's a lot of people that are guilty of committing crimes and violations against a lot of individuals, right? A lot of people that weren't of age and things to that nature. Because there's no way in the hell that you can convince me that it's only celebrities that were out here doing the devil's work. There's no way that you can convince me that that could be facts. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is how you're gonna know that Diddy had supreme information on some of the top prominent people that reside in America. If Elon has these tapes and he released these said tapes next year, or they release the information that includes celebrities and other people, but on the flip side, they don't release the names that were tied to Jeffrey E., then we know who the hell that they're protecting. Then we know the level of individuals that they're protecting, right? And so listen, it's gonna be made clear and official if this is true. If they release, again, if they release everything on the Diddy side, but they don't release everything on the JE side without redacting names, without taking out names and things of that nature, then we will know that there's this major cover up that has taken place. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.